I love wrestling,
You love wrestling.
then we love
I'm not here, you missing out. Is this show?
Welcome to the We Love Wrestling spot. My name is Terry. Today, I'm with two people who combine together to make a tag team. I am with Mr. Ringleader Midas and Blazing Lion. How are you doing?
Onward.
All right. So the first question I always ask is, what started your love for wrestling, or why do you love wrestling? And either one of you can go first.
I'd say what started my love for wrestling, just the fact that it was something different. Like, you know, as a kid, you see your average cartoons, and kids are also not really into like live action stuff. Like, it's usually cartoons and that's it. But wrestling is something that it was like, whoa, this is real to me. This is people that are doing things extraordinarily phenomenal. And that's just something you can't replicate. So that thing just caught my eye. And it's kind of like, I want to do that. I think I can do that.
Yeah, for me, it's definitely I got punished one time, and I had to go to my mom's friend's house. And it's funny because my mom's friend at the time, her son was annoying, like super fanboy wrestling fan. I may have watched wrestling with my cousin when I was a little younger, but I was too young to really grasp the concept. Besides, you know, the 1, 2, 3 and all the theatrics and everything. I was probably 4 when I first saw it. But I don't know, it was something about Stone Cold versus The Rock, and also that triple threat ladder match that I was hooked. I was hooked from then. It's just like all the high spots in that ladder match was crazy. First off, there's gonna be no match like it, and just Stone Cold and The Rock just beating the hell out of each other. Like, what's better than that? You know what I mean?
Yeah. For me, it was definitely Kane's Royal Rumble performance. That was the first time I ever laid eyes on wrestling. And I was hooked from then on. Like, sign me up.
Well, because you mentioned it, I usually do this towards the end of the show, but I have to ask, The Rock or Stone Cold?
We're split on this one, brother.
Yeah, I already know his answer, and he knows my answer. But my answer is definitely Rock. And his answer is going to be Stone Cold.
There's no right or wrong answer. Just see where everybody's at.
No, it's definitely like, you know, it's like dark chocolate and milk chocolate. Like
beer, tequila, you know? It's like...
True. So let me ask you guys this. I've seen your in-ring style. Who trained you?
We're definitely we're trained by the Amazing Red. I was gonna say we're definitely trained, like people would know that. We definitely our style definitely comes from him, and like SAT, like anything that Red has touched, like we try to take, but not take and make it and take his skill, but innovate it in our own tag team way.
Yeah, along with Spanish announce team, we definitely look at LAX or PMP, Santana Ortiz, and Private Party as a big style we're trying to emulate. It's pretty much like, I think there's no other Northeast tag teams that really stick out like those three. Just in history, like those 3 tag teams, like whether it's the Maximo's, Private Party, LAX, they just stick out as, specific New York East Coast style. And we want to just add and create our own legacy, but, we always remember that that's our root.
Have you ever faced any of those 3?
We were in a 4-way with Private Party very early in our on our indie run. They both unfortunately got picked up before we ever got a chance to really touch.
Okay. Now I do want to ask this because I've seen you guys in a lot of different places. When you started wrestling, What do you have like a goal that you set for yourself where you want to be at or what you see your career doing?
Well, me personally, I I didn't ever really see it as a career at first. I really just wanted to have fun and just try it. And just it's kind of like we take it step by step. Obviously, everybody in this business would love to be in the WWE main event WrestleMania, or just just highly talked about. But for us, we kind of take it step by step. So how can we be the best in our current situation? So right now for at first it was like, oh, LAX and Private Party are gone. How are we going to be the best tag team in New York? And in our opinion, we are, and we worked for that. You know, and then now it's like, how can we be one of the best tag teams on the Indies? Period. Canada, Indiana, the Midwest, Florida. We've had, we've like you said, we've been popping up anywhere we can be. It's just about what's next, and not so much in the future. Obviously, we're preparing for that, and we think on that level. We like to think we think on that level, but it's really what's next, not too far, not too far ahead. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves.
So to piggyback off of what Lion was saying, for me, I think we also set the goal aside of, we want to get out there, but we don't just want to fall into the casual indie wrestler that gets left behind and is just on shows doing nothing. No disrespect to them, but our goal was to just show, hey, we belong here, and people are gonna take notice, and we're not gonna we're not gonna be in your face about it, but we're gonna be in your face about it because you have no choice but to pay attention to what we're doing.
Yeah.
And we just wanted to earn the respect of our peers. I think that was just what it was. To earn the respect of our peers, show we belong here, and do what we gotta do what we know what we can do.
Now, go ahead.
No, I'm done.
Okay. So being you said you're the best tag team in New York. Is that what you're saying? You feel like you're the best tag team in New York?
And if
Absolutely.
anyone got anything to say about it, come on, baby.
Absolutely.
We
Step right up.
Okay. Well, let me ask you this because I heard you say Indiana. I'm in Indiana. You making your way across different territories and everything. Is there maybe like 3 tag teams that impress you or that you looking out for that you may want to face in the future?
And is this just in the Midwest, or is it like period in the Indies?
Midwest, down south, West Coast, anywhere you know a tag team at that you want to face, it doesn't matter.
Lion.
Man. First off, I just gotta go with the homies, Nate and Dave, the Rep.
Absolutely. That's like number one. That's number one.
We got so much love for them, but we know that like that's the one team they're gonna bring it to us. Like we expect nothing but pure physicality, and we expect, and if and when we finally touch gloves with them, you're gonna see a different side of us. Because at the end of the day, we come out. People think that we're this fun, maybe sometimes not too serious tag team just based off our look, but we could lay it in too.
Absolutely.
And that's two people that you have no choice but to lay it in. It doesn't matter who you are. Even Faye and Willow wrestled them at for the culture, and they had to lay it in. You know what I mean? They're just two real nasty dudes.
Another two that we want to tussle it up with is Myra Reed and Jordan Oliver of Injustice. I just think that's just our styles plus their styles is just too much magic to be made. Like that's a whole story right there.
True.
Yeah, they're both getting to witness them flourish and just grow, even in a 1 year difference.
Absolutely.
And they were never bad. They're always good, but it's just they continuously improve. And like we personally look up to them, super, both of them. They're great guys, and we wanna show we could go with them too.
3 good tag teams. I'm not upset about it. Now your in-ring style, growing up, all the people that you watched, is there? Because I've seen your style in the ring, and I don't know how to describe it. You you go off top ropes, you do a couple flips, you got kicks.
It's the greatest show, man. It's the greatest show.
We're the greatest show in professional wrestling, baby.
Like, who inspired your style?
I think
especially you, Lion. Like, if just being serious, like if a person sees you, they wouldn't think that you could do half the stuff that you could do in the ring. Because when I saw you, I was like, okay, he's the power guy. And then you got in there, did backflips and kicks, and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. This ain't what I was looking to see.
Lion can do it all.
Yeah, thank you, man. I mean, I'm humbled by that. I really well, I have a martial arts background. People don't really know too much about that because I'm always in character. But I'm just I'm a brown belt in Shotokan karate. I also take jiu-jitsu and Muay Thai. I just never I stopped when I was a kid to play football in high school, so I just never got my black belt. But that's where my agility really came from. Like I was the little fat boy doing aerials and front handsprings, back handsprings, cartwheels. So it's weird that like I was dormant from that life for a while, and then pro wrestling comes and I'm just trying stuff, and then it's like riding a bike. You just always know, you don't always know how to throw a certain kick, or you always know how to move a certain way. I just got blessed with a great mentor like Amazing Red, which he showed me how to have nice footing. I'm not saying I have the best footing, but I have decent footing. So does Midas, and he taught us lucha, and he really made us
think outside the box.
A variety of styles. Like we'll watch old school, All Japan and New Japan. Like he'll show us. Like he's really opened our minds to wrestling more than what we knew. Because if you ask us what Midas and I know about pro wrestling when we first start, it's maybe Ring of Honor at best. Like we weren't so much into, like, now we know. We watch Ultra Violence, we watch death matches, we watch old All Japan, Pro Wrestling Noah. Just we got really put on to the history of
pro wrestling.
Of pro wrestling, not just what we know.
That's great. Let me ask you this, ringleader Midas.
Yes, sir.
So what's behind it? Because art, greatest show in the world, the greatest show on earth, YouTube. So ringleader Midas, what's behind the character and the setup of YouTube?
If you want me to be 100% honest, it's my mama.
Oh, okay.
So for me, coming out of House of Glory, I started getting everything down packed in the ring, as far as like bumping and putting a match together and a little bit of psychology here and there, but I had no character and I was very boring. And when me and Lion came together, Lion was already out there. He debuted as a lion, and it was like, how am I gonna fit with this lion? And I thought, maybe if I'm his lion tamer, I can do something. And then my mom is like, why don't you do The Greatest Showman and do something like that, like Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey? And I'm just like, Ma, this is I don't think that's gonna work, and I think this idea is dumb. And what am I gonna do? Like, take a stake and toss it through a hula hoop, and Lion's gonna dive onto a bunch of people? Like, that will never get him. Like, and it just like, as I started talking about it, it became apparent that this is an idea that no one is doing, and is gonna be different, and is gonna keep us unique. And come on, man, wrestling is a circus, and the circus is wrestling. It doesn't get any better than that.
True. True. So I like it. I like it. I like now that I got the explanation behind it, I understand it more. So I've seen you guys in Miami after you survived. Used because I was telling the ringleader Midas earlier that I was watching you on Camp Leapfrog, and I was like, I know these two guys, like, because your outfits, you can't forget them once you see them. So when you watch it, I was watching YouTube, and I'm like, man, I've seen these guys, and I was at the Few Survive when you guys were down there against the Russell twins. You told me about, and just seeing you guys pop up, I see big things for you. So coming up is Wrestlemania. That weekend everybody's going down there. I don't know if you guys are going, but will you be down in Tampa Wrestlemania weekend?
We are actually wrestling at Generational Championship Wrestling for Run This Town.
To be honest with you, we're gonna throw down a little open challenge really soon.
Yeah.
We got some people in mind. Stay tuned for that because I don't want to spoil that.
Yeah, don't want to spoil it, but definitely stay tuned. We will be at Best of Class 2021 for a Young Professor show. We will show out, and if you've seen the flyer, it said we are the most likely to steal the show, and I can promise you that we're gonna do more than steal the show. We're gonna deliver the show. So,
especially if said people accept our challenge.
Yes, sir.
So, like I said, just stay tuned.
Class of 2021 highlight, Young Professor doing the show on GCW Run This Town.
Yes.
We are sponsors for that Run This Town for Mania Weekend. Best in class. Like they will have an open challenge. It's at 10 a.m. that day. I will be in the building, so we'll see how that open challenge goes. And I can't wait to see it, guys.
I think personally, if I know you from what I've seen, I know you're gonna be very pleased with the match. And that's the only hint I'm gonna give you, and I'm not gonna confirm nor deny, so don't guess.
We just gotta make sure that they say yes.
Yes, that's
Once
it.
Once they say yes, it's on. It's on. Just remember we say you're going to like who it is.
I start fantasy booking and stuff, so I can probably – I don't think they've been announced for the show as of yet. Never mind, but we won't get too much into it. Just know – I know more than I should know, but if it's who I think they talking about, it's going to be a banger. Oh, man. Now y'all got me hyped. Yeah, we gonna be there. All right. Now the last thing that we always do before we get out of here, because y'all done threw me off a little bit. It's called the Put Yourself Over moment. That's where you let us know any social media, where the people can follow you, any ways they can support you. Like you said, you got the show coming up April 9th in Tampa for Professor's Best in Class. We just want you to go ahead and put yourself over to the people.
Lion, floor is yours.
All right, so you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and I'm gonna start up TikTok really soon. We'll see how that goes. At Blazin, BLAZIN_LYON, and that's on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok.
As for me, you can follow me on Instagram, ringleader_Midas, and on Twitter, ringleaderM. And we'll see all of you in Tampa. You guys might we got a couple of good stuff for you guys upcoming soon. So stay tuned for matches. If you follow us, you'll see what we're talking about. And until then, onward.
Ooh, one more thing. Also, we got 3 very nice t-shirts on prowrestlingtees.com/greatest show, if I'm not mistaken. That should be our link.
I believe that's it.
Yeah. So please support. You won't regret it. We got some fire stuff.
Appreciate you all, you guys.
So y'all facing Coach Rink or what?
Listen. They're on the radar.
Can neither
But I Can't confirm or deny.
Okay. Y'all face a Midnight Tribe or what?
Again,
Confirm nor deny.
cannot confirm nor deny.
Okay.
I can tell you, pretty soon we will be facing the other main event. I can't.
Absolutely.
So stay tuned for the main event versus the main event.
In the main event, probably, because that's the only thing that should happen.
We didn't talk about that, but yes, there is another tag team out here called the Main Event.
There is. Much respect to them.
They do this cool ass finisher I saw like 2 years ago, and so I got to tell the story. So I saw this finisher like 2 years ago, and I was like, "Damn, that's tight." And then I heard about you. I saw you guys, and I'm like, the Main Event. Then I see it again, and they like, it's the Main Event. I'm like, no, that's not the Main Event that I know. They got colorful outfits. They was like, nah, they called the Main Event too. I'm like, oh shit. Okay. So it's two of them. Spell the name the same. So Main Event versus the Main Event coming up. And it's in the main. It has to be. If it's not in the main event, don't do the match. It has to be in the main event.
That's us politicking, I guess. You know what I mean? No,
I don't politic.
I'm politicking for y'all. If y'all don't politic, put them in the main event, because main event versus main event. Do a tag team specialty card, and then that be the main event match of that tag team specialty card. But that's neither here nor there. If y'all need questions about it, call me, email me. But we're gonna go ahead and close this out. I thank Lion and Midas Black for joining us here on the We Love Wrestling spot. And like I always say,
thank you for having us, brothers.
Hey, I appreciate y'all. Like I always say, if I love wrestling and you love wrestling, then we love wrestling. It's too sweet.
Onward.
Bro.
Say hi to you.
Hey guys, how you doing? You should be here.
You should.
Shame on you, but have a nice day.